Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome. We are going to get going on this custom built computer. Bear with me, that laptop's been having problems, so just try to watch the best you can, and I apologize if we're not being more prepared to do this, but at least this time I got a tripod set up. Get some stuff out of the way here. Nice and warm in here. I just put a t-shirt on because it was getting kind of hot, but the first order of business, we're going to go ahead and gut the old components out of the system. So first off, kind of go over some of the parts that we're going to stick inside. So we're going to go with Intel Core i5 9th Gen LGA 1151. And this is clocked at 2.9 gigahertz. It's not the best processor out there, but trying to save a little bit of money for a customer. I actually had no idea what processor is actually on that board, to be exact. And then I had to order some thermal paste and then some thermal material remover and recover or service purifier. I actually needed that stuff, so I ordered a few more syringes of it, which I probably didn't need, but it never hurts to have extra of that stuff around. So I ordered a copy of Windows 10 from Amazon, and that should be here. Let's check it real quick. All right, let's check the status. So that should be here within 2 days. So that should be here Friday. And since it's Amazon Prime is going to be delivering it, they'll just bring it. Heck, I don't even have to answer the door. They'll actually even walk in here, hand it to me. I just sign off on it, and they're off on their merry way. So I can't complain. I don't even have to go to the post office anymore. Now, if I was at home, or if I had it shipped to my home, then they just throw it on your front porch and hope that you notice I was there. But since I'm in a business or in a commercial building, they got the courtesy to actually bring it inside. Same as UPS, same as FedEx, same as Speedy's delivery service. So now that we know that's coming Friday, I still have to come up with RAM for it. Probably start digging and tearing this thing apart. This is what we're going to be using. The Gigabyte ultra durable lasting quality. So this is the B365M DS3H. This is it's an LG A1151. So you get 2 sets of SATA cables with it. And you just get a board. So this is kind of what we got here. At least it came in. Let's put that over here. And you also get a complimentary bezel or faceplate, which actually is pretty much similar to what's yeah, this board doesn't have a serial port on here, so that's okay. It's a little bit different layout than the previous one, but at least here you get a book. I was kind of worried that. Put that in here. So this is the multilingual installation book that comes along with it. This is the 3rd custom build that I've did anything that I've worked with. I've diagnosed other custom builds, but I've never really did any more than just troubleshoot them. So that's a CD that also comes with it. There's some people that complain about these, but heck, we're going to use it anyway. We'll try to make it work. So power off, pull the cord out, and disconnect everything out of here. Turn the speakers off. And we'll take the VGA cable out because that's no longer being used. And we're going to put some of this stuff over here for safekeeping. So first order of business, we are going to strip everything out of here. We're going to reuse these SATA cables. These SATA cables are perfectly fine. So I did verify. I had a spare computer sitting here, so I usually like to test that stuff. Probably should have took an air compressor to this computer before it started working on, but I think the customer already said that he took his compressor from home and did that. So that saved me a few extra minutes of time. Plus, it saved him a couple of dollars off. So now See, the guy used different size screws for this, but pretty much most of this should be a piece of cake. Take a picture of this. Phone's dead. How convenient. Usually when you need something the most, you never have it. And dang it, I wish I had another webcam here. I could take a quick snapshot. Well, maybe I'll get lucky and the book will tell me what's supposed to get plugged into what. Yeah. Okay, I wasn't quite planning on stick the RAM out first. This is a perfectly good memory, but it's not going to work with the new board, unfortunately. These are Crucial by Micron. Okay, this should... So this is the kind of graphics card that was in the system. I believe this was a 512 megabyte. Well, it's a 2 gig DDR3 or GDR3. Okay, the 2 gig isn't too bad. We can reuse this. So this one features HDMI, digital visual experience, and then VGA. So I was gonna fork out for a new one for him, but I think we're just gonna make do with that one. That seems adequate enough. That's what I was afraid of. So this case was built back in 2003. I think I might use different screws for the installation. These seem kind of inadequate. And the store that this came from was a place called Milwaukee PC. And it's a dying franchise. Bought a lot of stuff from them over the years. Oh, that was pretty simple. And this board isn't all that terribly old either. This is a gigabit branded GA-F to A6 68HM DS2H. So this is a DDR3. This is ERP Ready Ultra. It's a shame this board is toast. But this was a nice board, in my opinion. I'm curious what kind of processor that is on here. But we'll be replacing this is rather interesting. It's got a PS2 on it, but it's a combination keyboard slash mouse port. But most people don't use PS2 anymore in this day and age. A lot of them use wireless keyboards and mouses. Dang, I wish I had a rag. Well, yeah, we can improvise with. This is an this is an AMD. Oh, it's only an AMD Athlon. Okay. This board is a lot older than I thought it was. Okay. Crap, if I would have realized that he was an AMD person, I would have bought an Ryzen Core 7 or Ryzen Core 5. Well, put it this way, he's going to get himself an upgrade. Either way. Well, we can discard this in the trash. So I don't feel so bad now that about that board. I just gotta get some memory that is compatible. What we're gonna do, get this crap out of the way. We're just gonna route it up over this bar here. And so many people are probably thinking, Tom, why don't you just take the power supply out so you got more room to work? I could do that, but now some of the stuff I will do off stream, because basically what's going to happen is we're going to already poke myself. Basically, technically I'm supposed to be doing, I should use a static proof mat, but I don't have one. And I don't do too many of these. And I don't have carpeting in here, so I don't have to worry about creating static electricity. But before we take this out of the bag, we're going to go ahead and remove the old face plate. And this is it here. We're going to go ahead and get the new one open. Put that there. Put that in the garbage later on. I take the printer sticker off because that's no longer relevant. I'll use a putty knife or a screwdriver on it later. What the heck? This is pretty much the same as what we were using before. Yeah, so this would go. So this is how this would sit on that. So this is crap. This is pretty much exactly what he had, except a newer version. This time this is a DDR4. This one also supports Octane memory. It's got one. So you got PCIe Express on here, PCIe. You got one for the graphics card. Or you could put a NIC card on here. And then you got another Octane. So this P3.0. CPU fan. Secondary fan. First things first, we will insert the face. Hey, I think we'll put the motherboard in first. I think we might even put that on its side, because we can always And yes, I have broken blinds that don't work anymore. But we're going to continue forward here. And we're going to well, how about that? You know, we're going to reuse the screws. Maybe not. Might just be that screw. There we go. Oops. Oh, okay. This should have actually gone on first, so we're gonna have to take the motherboard out. Well, good thing we didn't get too far. Make sure that's properly in place. Oh, crap. Ah. make sure this is all tightened up on the bottom. Good. That's nice and snug. So basically, I just kind of hope that this all comes to be and works out well. I don't have any doubts, but we'll make this work. There's a will, there's a way. Nice that they stuck my screwdriver a little bit better. Oh, stupid piece of crap. Ah, come on. Yeah. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, come on. So, I pretty much got that put in there. This is not the best tripod in the world, but that'll make do. I got like 3 other ones. And once this one quits working, then we'll junk this one out. So this can be fun and exciting as long as everything goes according to plan. And for the most part, things are going all right so far with this setup. I'll take this out. So I'll make sure that the owner gets the cover. So next we'll open we'll improvise. So this is actually more of an upgrade than what he had. I thought he had like an i5 or an i7 to begin with, but then you just use your trusty flat blade Craftsman screwdriver to oh, I should have opened it from this angle. Well, what's done has been done. Sweet. So this is the book for it. And last but not least, we get a cool 9th Gen Core i5 sticker that we get to stick to the front of the case. So that's a plus. Sorry about that. That's just some hillbillies. Oh, it's got thermal paste already on. So technically, I didn't actually have to buy any because it's already got a pre. So this is the cooler that we're gonna use. You're probably thinking, why not just upgrade to a better cooler? This will be fine and adequate enough for. I got extra fans here. We can always put an extra fan on the case. No. So this is what our new processor is going to look like. Excuse me. So we're going to lie the computer flat down again, and we're going to do this in 2 parts for tonight because I gotta meet somebody in a little bit and exchange some stuff. So that was just basically paperwork on. You know, when you sell somebody a computer and you forget to include the instruction booklet. Well, that's exactly what I forgot to do. I have an instruction booklet for a piece of hardware that went into a computer, and unbeknownst to me, absentmindedly, I forgot to give it to the gentleman, but I called him and I explained what happened, and he was cool about it. He wasn't that upset about it. He just says maybe a quick trip or something, and so that's what I'll go and do. Now, when you're putting these processors in there, you want to make sure that you have exactly carefully figured out that you got positioned correctly before you put it down. Because if you don't, you're gonna mess them pins up, and then you're out. It's just the architecture of it is just beautiful. It's a work of art looking at a processor. And now for the heatsink. Now this is not designed to be a gaming or high-end gaming computer by any means. This is the kind of computer you use for doing your office work, browse the internet, and look at pictures, watch YouTube videos, and other choices of words. So I hope this is exciting enough for you people on Wednesday night. I know I'm excited here. I just hope that it all goes well. All right. All right, we got that installed. And when you're putting those cabling in there, you always want to make sure that that's not getting caught up in the fan or. Always read your instruction booklet before you start doing random stuff. Don't do as I would do. But what I meant to say is just be careful when you read your instruction booklet. Or better yet, watch YouTube videos on doing this kind of stuff before you start a project like this. But then again, I watched enough YouTube videos and did some research. So I think that was pretty much straightforward. So basically what we're going to do next is we're going to flip this thing back up on its horizontal or vertical, or up on its sitting upright again. And we can tweak the cooler a little bit later. So basically, I got the cooler installed. I think that all should be well. But I might actually, if I got enough time tonight, we'll put some other fans in there, just pull that air across. I don't think I'm going to put one on the bottom, but maybe, because I have a feeling that this thing is going to need as much air circulation as it can get. Plus, on top of that, you got a nice big fan underneath that power supply, so that might even be adequate enough. We'll wait and see once we get this thing together. So next, we're going to go ahead and put the sticker on the front. This is going to come out. And up here, we're going to remove a blank and put this 5.5-inch multi-card reader. And yes, things are kind of a little messy here, but it's not centered perfectly, but it will stand out. You're going to put a... Most people hate stickers on computers, but I'm the opposite. I'd rather have stickers on to tell me what I have. So let's... And the floppy drive, we're not going to hook up. So that's done. And I will write the information on here at a later time. Save all this. I'll throw that inside the case for now. So this is pretty much where we are at for right now. So as far as getting the rest of this, some of the stuff I'm going to do off camera, but I think before we do that, we'll go ahead and put this outfit in. So we're going to rotate this around. Let's put this down first. Open this up. Maybe I'm missing something here. There we go. Okay, this doesn't quite fit as perfectly as I would anticipate. But we do have a packet of screws here that came with that. Yeah, that looks more like it. Look at ourselves a little bit of a challenge here. So basically, I don't really have any way of mounting. Hmm. Hmm. How the heck am I going to do that? Hey, that gives me an idea. So I got some guide rails that I found inside, and I might be able to put it on this outfit. Let's try and see what happens. All right. So I have to get a. Oh, so that's where that went. I never said this was going to be completely perfect, but and we will repeat on the other side here. Get that started. And And then we'll put in last screw. All right. Brother, that's what I was afraid of. Because these, okay, so that, all right, I got that. Perfect. I got that nice and flush. So I think we're going to take our little break now. Because I got to make a quick phone call. So we will resume with this a little bit later. So we're not done for the night yet on this, but we made some progress here. We got that in there now. This one's gonna come out. I might try to find if I got I might have a blank here, maybe at home. I'm gonna take this one out because he said it doesn't work. So God bless everybody. Take care. We'll be back I would say within at least 2 hours, maybe 3. So we're making progress here. That's good. We're moving forward. So we'll carry on with this in a little bit. So I guess it's time. So if you need some snacks or something, you got a couple hours to get stocked up on some popcorn or some beer or something, or if you're younger, some soda pop or some nice nourishing bottled water. So we will be back.